Hey guys, this is gonna be like a straight run-through video because I don't feel like editing because I'm tired and I have to study. But I just thought I'd tell you about my week because it's been rather interesting. Actually, just today has been rather interesting. So, today is Friday, the 25th of February, 2011, and today I gave blood for the first time. There's my bandage right there where I gave blood in my right arm because, you know, I'm left-handed and I'd like to have use of my left hand when I need to. And so that was a very interesting experience. It took quite a while, but once I got through all the questions and the blood testing of the iron and that my iron levels were okay, it was very interesting how, you know, they swab your arm and they put this needle, and it was a lot bigger than, you know, a shot needle. You know, this is like a millimeter big, but this one's like, yeah, it's pretty big. It's like 3-4 millimeters. But that didn't really bother me. I wasn't nervous because I don't get like queasy around blood or anything. And it was just interesting watching my blood flow, and I saw one girl faint, so I was like, oh, I'll probably be alright. You know, I'm pretty healthy. I meet the height and weight requirement for giving blood, so I wasn't too worried. And then I stood up and I was like, I feel fine. Yeah, but I felt fine for the rest of the day, and because they made like such a huge deal about it, because apparently like they're always like, oh, so many people faint, but I only saw like one person faint. Just one. I heard about someone else fainting, but I don't know. I think I'm healthy enough that I can deal with it. Yeah, I didn't feel anything though. So that was a really cool experience, you know. A negative blood for the win. So then, after school, today was the first day of the academic decathlon state tournament because we already won our regionals. And you guys don't know this, but Berkmar High School, the school I go to, 7 years in a row we've won first place in the state academic decathlon tournament. And so, you know, my school, we're not like football people or anything, but like when the decathlon tournament comes around, people come to our school because it's always held at our school, the state tournament, and they're like, oh, you're from Berkmar, and it's like kind of like that, oh, you think you're so good kind of thing. It was kind of weird because Berkmar is usually not that school that's like all that. But last year we won second. Like, I wasn't in it last year, this is my first year in it, but last year we won second, and I think the year before we also won second. So we're also like, we're all trying to get back in that like first place Berkmar streak again. But I'm not sure about our chances. But anyways, today was the first day of the event, and we do speech, and impromptu, and then interview, and then tomorrow we have the other topics that are just tests, where there's like geology, and the topic this year is the Great Depression, and then you do music, art, literature, math, and economics. I think I might be forgetting something, but I don't know. So yeah, I just studied for those tonight, even though I should have been studying a long time ago, which I have. But anyways, today we did speech first, so you go in and there's 3 judges, and then there's a timer, and your speech has to be between 3.5 to 4 minutes, and it's a prepared speech, so we've been working on this for quite a while. And mine went pretty good. I had one moment where I paused for quite a while. Like I ended a sentence and I was like, oh crap, what's the next sentence? Like I could not remember for like 4 seconds or so, and it was quite a long pause. It was kind of obvious that I had forgotten, but then I just got right back into it. And the rest was fine, so I'm not really worried about that. I'm not beating myself up about any of that. And my speech, it can be on anything. I chose to do it on, I talked about two of my favorite books, Peter and Wendy and Alice's Adventures in in Wonderland. And I just talked about like how the 2 characters are different and how childhood is seen and stuff like that. And I like my topic, and it was kind of hard to get it into speech form, but this video is getting really long. But yeah, I liked it, but just once you say it so many times because you have to memorize it, it just like gets old after a while, and you're like, I never want to say the speech ever again. But then right after, you do an impromptu, and if you don't know what that is, it's where you get a topic, you'll get 3 choices, and you pick a topic, you have a minute to write down everything, all your ideas and stuff, and then you don't get to use that paper, but it's just to write down your ideas, and then you have to make a 1.5 to 2 minute speech about that topic. And mine was choose a company you admire and explain why. And I chose the Walt Disney Company because I was like, I value their like family oriented, and and I really admire Walt Disney, and it's like part of my childhood so much because I went to Disney World so much, and I related it back to childhood, which is what my speech was about, so that's always good because then, you know, you show consistency and stuff like that. And it was pretty good. It was kind of scattered. It could have been better, obviously, but again, not going to beat myself up about that. And what else? Okay, then we took a break a while, and it's really great being on the team because there's like this really kind of like community kind of thing, and you get to talk to other teams, but that you know, that's fun. And so the last part was interview, and my team was going last, so we had to be really interesting because they had just, all the judges had just interviewed like, you know, 20 billion people, but so that one pretty good. My two judges for that were really nice, and I talked about, like, you give them a resume and they'll read over it and they'll ask you questions about it. I mean, it's an event, so you're not interviewing for a job or like a college thing. Phew, bless me. Okay. So yeah, they asked me about wanting to be an astronaut and science stuff, and I talked about being interested in left-handedness and like who influenced me in my life, and I talked about my dad. And yeah, I was just really generally nerdy and sciencey and smile a lot, and so I think I did okay for that event too. I don't think any of them were too outstanding or anything, but yes, just thought I'd talk to you guys about it. And yeah, but it's so weird because my friend, she's done decathlon before, and she's like, for the speech judges, you'll have 3 of them, and there'll be like one judge who's like really serious, who just does this the whole time, like no emotion whatsoever and no interaction with what you're saying. And you have like the happy, nice judge who's like, oh really, yeah, and like, you know, smiling and kind of like reacting to what you're saying. And I had one of those, and I had the serious judge, and then there's that one judge that's kind of like distracted and just kind of like bored to be here, like, And I was like, oh my god, I had one of those too. It was really weird how that worked out. Yeah, but I need to study for the events because I don't want to be the one who costs us the competition. This video is making me really notice my widow's peak. Anyways, dominant genes, but yeah, gonna go study for that. Hope we win. If we don't, that's fine. I love you guys. Bye. Bye.